Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Bloodborne, I am done with the Chalice Dungeons. I've cleared everything, including the root versions, except for the defiled root. I don't think I'm going to play that. But in this video, let's just look at the Loran Darkbeast, and then Queen Yharnam. Yeah, these are very fun, very intense. Week or whatever it is that I took to go through all of the dungeons, but one of the best gaming experiences I've ever had. Over here we're playing the Darkbeast. First few times that I played him, I was very much panicking because he's very big and very fast, and he's got a big old AoE. But once I calmed down and I took some time to kind of study his moves, then he wasn't that bad. But I'm using my trusty Hunter's Axe, two-handed. Pretty crazy that this is one of the weapons that we start the game on. But basically, I'm going to try to get him to come at me from the front, and then he'll do like a swipe attack at me. And then if I dodge the swipe attack, I'll end up under him, and then I can do the heavy two-handed attack, kind of a vertical, and then hit him. And then move out of the way. And then sometimes what he will do is the AoE, where he puts his head down and there's like a big charging of the electricity. I found that if I exit out the back, or just run out through his back legs, it won't hit me. I saw a lot of talk online about like the correct timing to roll to dodge that AoE attack. But with my technique, which, I don't know, I discovered just by accident, and I don't see anybody else talking about it. With that technique, I don't even need to roll, I can just run. So that makes me think that the AoE attack is more kind of targeted to the front, not so much the back. So that was very helpful for me to kind of save HP, not take those hits. And this run was funny because, like, the entire time I was like, this isn't going well. I'm not dodging anything. Just hurry up and kill me. But then I ended up killing him. But yeah, when he's facing me, just roll through, dodge the attack, do the strong attack, hit him, and then get out of there. Yeah, I also saw people talking about like going to the different legs and breaking the legs, and staggering him or turning off his electricity. I didn't bother with any of that. My strategy was pretty simple. But yeah, there's the AoE. If I'm right in front of him, can't really do much about it. Just gotta take it, and then try to get away and heal. Yeah, I guess I can do a review of Bloodborne, overall. This is going to be the last video that I make of it for a while. Not going to play the DLC right away. I would love to do a second playthrough, but I'll wait on that. But going into it, I was wondering that, or I was worried rather, that it was going to be very different from the Dark Souls formula. I love that formula. But depending on how you approach this game, it'll be very similar, so I very much enjoyed my experience. Oh, there we got kind of a stagger, so we'll do a charge attack, get some damage in there. But yeah, like staggering or doing the parry, didn't really do that very much in this game, and it turned out to be fine. You can get through the game fine without it. What is it? There's that mechanic where, like, rally, it's called? If you take damage, but then you immediately, like, follow it up with your own attack, you can restore some HP. For the most part, I didn't really take advantage of that mechanic, and that was fine, too. That was kind of like me playing at a disadvantage, you know, with just less HP overall, but yeah, I was still able to get through the game without really taking advantage of it. Okay, exit out the back. Okay, no damage there. And then, yeah, we're in the second half of the fight, so I'm starting to use the fire paper for maybe some more damage, elemental damage. Okay, there too, exit out the back. No damage from the AoE. But yeah, to play Bloodborne, and then to see that it has, you know, maybe 90% in common with Dark Souls games was a big relief for me. And so yeah, I did end up loving it very much. I think for a lot of From Software fans, this is their favorite game. I don't know if I can say that for me. I love the Chalice Dungeons. But yeah. I'll put it on the same tier as Dark Souls 1 and 3. Okay, no healing left. So I just gotta dodge as many attacks as I can, get under him, get the attacks in. Yeah, kind of important was realizing that if I can get under him, dodging the first of his attacks, then that means his second or third attacks won't hit me. So that's time that I have to get in some damage. Oh my god. This whole time I was like, oh my god, is this actually gonna pan out? But there we go, we got him. And then we got the Chalice for the root, lower Loran. And I went through and beat that too, didn't record the bosses. Okay, and then we went into the final Great Earl, or whatever it's called, dungeon. I fought the Tumerian Descendant and then the Bloodletting Beast, I think, without the head. I did record them, but I'm not going to include them in this video. That would make the video like half an hour long. Okay, but we'll look at the very last Chalice Dungeon boss, and that is Queen Yharnam here. And very cool boss. Very different from a lot of bosses, because she's very slow, movement-wise. At least in this first phase here. But yeah, she has a lot of attacks where she's like throwing blood at us, which is kind of queasy. Okay, and then second phase, she breaks the handcuffs on her, and starts wielding a sword. And then here I'm going to use the rifle spear. I think the rifle spear is still my favorite weapon of the game, but can't deny that the hunter's axe was also a big MVP for me. Alright, and then going into the second phase, I guess it is, Queen Yharnam will summon some clones. But they go down with one hit, so I can even use the gun with my weapon here, get rid of them. And then it's lucky that there's this big structure in the center of the room, because I can kind of use that to isolate myself. Just kind of concentrate on one clone without having to worry too much about attacks from the other two. But yeah, here the boss was so slow, and like the actions that she does also come out so slowly that I can do the charge attack with my spear. But also just a running attack will do fine. And then like every attack seems to stagger her, so I can do like 2 or maybe even 3 attacks. It's just based on my stamina, if I have enough to dodge out of the way after. Okay, running attack, another regular attack. And then we can do the stagger. But I wasn't sure which attacks exactly were going to allow that. So yeah, I'm mostly just going to do like running attacks. Okay, that's lucky to generate right in front of me and get rid of her right away. Alright, and then looks like she has some kind of a blade, or a blood blade, to extend the reach of her, it's almost like a dagger, like what she was using before. But yeah, very cool. All these blood-based attacks. Yeah, there I tried the shot to get the stagger, but didn't stagger her. Uh-oh. This might be the real one here. So she hit us with the AoE. It's kind of like a grab. So, with Bloodborne being done, not counting the DLC, I'm kind of staring down the barrel of Elden Ring. I'm a little nervous about Elden Ring as well, because it's the open world type of game. I'm wondering how long it's going to take. I played my first true open world game in Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and I spent 150 hours or more on that. I enjoyed it very much, but yeah, of course it did take over my life for like a month or more. And I'm wondering if I want to do that again so soon. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are like, you know, open world is always best, or the best type of game. Or like total freedom from the player's point of view is also, you know, objectively better. But I don't agree with that. Maybe it's because I'm an old-fashioned gamer. But I'm more about like a good, strong experience, even if it is very curated and kind of on rails. Not to say that I'm necessarily against open world games. I'm just not going to default to saying that they are always preferable. Okay, boss is maybe down to 20% HP. Still got lots of healing, so we're feeling okay here. And then the boss is building up poison on us, so maybe I want to use a antidote. Certain attacks that she does will poison us. Not sure how that works lore-wise, since she's attacking me with blood, but whatever. Oh, that's the real one. This AoE attack, that's not very difficult to dodge. Okay, there we'll have the antidote. Before I talked about this game not needing a remaster or a remake, but a sequel I think would be awesome, and perhaps overdue. But now that Elden Ring has come out and was so successful, I wonder like what kind of influence it would have on the design of Bloodborne. Like, would they make an open world Bloodborne? Would that even be possible? But from what I've heard of Elden Ring, you know, there's like, it's like multiple Dark Souls games kind of squished together. Like, you can travel around the world, and there's, like, castles here and there. And then each of them is like a level or an area of a Dark Souls game. And I wonder if that could work for Bloodborne. I feel like the opening, Yharnam town, I feel like that has a very strong, influence on everybody's impression of the game. Like, to me, it feels kind of a game more centered on a town or city. Whereas the Dark Souls games that I've played are more kind of a variety of locations. So I wonder, again, if a open-world game would work with Bloodborne. Okay, that's Queen Yharnam, and that's the Chalice Dungeons. Really enjoyed this. Now I'm going to start thinking about a different game. Okay, if you've watched any of these Bloodborne videos, I appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.